Live from the basement of Edwards Hall, it's Brockport Sports Talk with Michael Tamaro, Zach Harnischfaker, and your host, Jack McGilligan.
Hello and welcome back to Sports Talk alongside Ian Wild this week. Michael Tamaro and Zach Harnischfaker walked out of Sports Talk at the end of last week because of the New York Rangers' disrespect. They've been MIA since then. I have not heard a peep from them. We'll see if they show up tonight. They like to do things unannounced sometimes. But right now, I guess we're back to Brockport hockey talk because Ian Wild, the NHL has gone absolutely nuclear with the trades this deadline, and we're still, right now, we're recording on Thursday night. We're still a day away from the deadline, more so like 12 hours, 24 hours or so, maybe about in the afternoon. I mean, I'm not sure where we're going to start off with this trade deadline. There's so much to talk, Toronto, the Rangers, Devils, Hurricanes all buying in teams, selling the farm, the Blackhawks. I mean, the Red Wings, all of this. I mean, Ian, where do we start off with?
Well, I'll have to say, first of all, I was wrong about something on the last episode. I said the Rangers didn't have enough assets left to make a certain trade, and they did it. Patrick Kane is a New York Ranger. They get him for a very cheap price, too, because the Rangers were the only team that he waived his no-move clause for.
Yeah, Patrick Kane, baby, let's go.
Yeah, there they are.
Patrick Kane. Let's go.
You guys
let's
just
Let's go. Let's go.
I think they just spawned into this room. Did you see them enter?
No,
What's going on?
The door was
Where did
locked,
you guys
right?
come from?
What's up, dude? How are you?
We locked
How did
the door,
you do
didn't
that?
we?
Is there a trap door over
Don't
here?
worry about it.
Is there someplace behind the camera?
Don't worry
I
about
don't
it. We have
know.
our ways, right? We have our ways, right, Zach?
Go
Rangers. Let's go.
Take
Hey,
that off.
What? It's my hat.
We're not allowed to wear hats on the show.
There's three.
No Zacks are allowed to wear hats on this show. Sorry about that. Yeah, the New York Rangers did get the Patrick Kane trade on top of the Tarasenko trade, and they didn't give up a whole lot to go ahead and acquire Patrick Kane. They gave up about 3 mid-round picks and player that stuff that they can easily part with, and now they are amongst the teams in the arms race here in the Eastern Conference, which has become, like we said, absolutely nuclear.
The main piece that the Blackhawks got back was a conditional second-round pick that could upgrade into a first if the Rangers make the conference final, which they did last year.
Yeah.
It could happen again, and this arms race in the East is going to be quite something. Yeah, you break that up. It's not going to be a cakewalk.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be 100% cakewalk, right, Zach?
It's going to be a great cakewalk.
That being said, obviously, the Blackhawks' return seems underwhelming, but it was either that or you lose him for nothing. Because Patrick Kane only wanted to go to the Rangers. There was nowhere else he wanted to go.
That's darn right, Ian.
Darn right.
That is
Let's
right.
go.
Patrick Kane's a Ranger, and now we're getting a cakewalk to that cup.
Stanley Cup, baby.
So you think
Not
you
it.
could just cakewalk? You think you could just dog walk the Canadians? You think
Yes.
you can beat the Bruins?
Yes.
The Hurricanes?
Because America is better than the Canadians.
You think you're really going to cakewalk?
In hockey.
You think you're really going to cakewalk? Not if the New Jersey
Stick the
Devils.
basketball,
I'm
Mike.
so
Not if the
scared
New
of the
Jersey
Devils.
Devils have anything to say
I'm so
about
scared.
it.
And I mean,
Jersey.
big move for them being able
New Jersey
to get
can't even pay
Timo
for their
Meyer.
own gas.
Yeah, nobody cares, Mike. You Rangers fans, you get your little toy, and then when you lose in the
Little
second
toy?
round, when
That
you lose
is
in the second round,
the greatest
and you
acquisition of
fall
all
out, then your core you loses another year, and Patrick Kane.
We are winning this year. We don't have to worry about all that stuff.
Mike, Sabres fan.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, Sabres fan, much brighter future than the New
brighter
York Rangers
future.
right now.
How many times
Literally
have you
going to
been
make
saying
the
that?
playoffs.
Yeah, we're gonna make the playoffs, and we didn't have
You're
to.
gonna lose in the
yeah,
first round.
You know,
First round.
you act like I care about that.
Yes, because you're a Sabres fan.
I haven't seen the Sabres make the playoffs since 2010.
Can we say something? I want to say something real quick. You're not even a Hurricanes fan, and you're wearing the Hurricanes stuff.
Yeah.
Are
he's here
you
to
going
support
to
them.
dictate what I wear now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I not allowed to
You're
wear what
barely
I
even a
wear?
Rangers fan. You don't know anybody on the team, so at least Ian knows Hurricanes
I can
players.
name more
He follows
Hurricanes
them.
than you can name Rangers, and
Exactly.
they're not even my favorite team.
Exactly.
I know,
And the
I know
Hurricanes,
Hurricanes.
like you said, one of the teams that are the favorites here in the East. They really don't do too much at the deadline, but they did get Gostisbehere for a third-round pick for some reason. But they're among the teams.
Overpayment, but still,
Yeah, I don't
he's
get
a
it.
body.
He's a body.
He might be necessary if they get really injured toward the end.
Yeah.
But another piece they got, Jesse Puljujarvi, and a cap dump from Edmonton because they had other moves that they made that we'll talk about in a few moments. But Puljujarvi, good depth piece. Carolina got a lot of Finnish players now. That's
Yeah.
one interesting thing to note.
Yeah.
But I don't think they really got as much as, say, the Rangers or Devils did. With the
obviously
Devils
not,
got
yeah.
Meyer. The Leafs made a bunch of big moves we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
but
more in the more in the how they still compare, because I still think they're the top team in their division and arguably the top team in the conference just because of the system of play and the players that they have already. They're just such an analytically advanced team, even compared. The Bruins make some big moves here today as well. But one of the ones that I wanted to focus on, that it's been a little minute, was Tanner Jeannot, and basically giving up five picks, including a first, second, fifth, fourth, and third, and then Cal Foote, which maybe a couple of those picks were just because they wanted to get rid of Cal Foote. I don't know.
Okay.
But
I have some choice words on this one.
It's
I got
a crazy
some choice
trade.
words. Okay. I should not be one to criticize the Tampa Bay Lightning because they did the same thing last year to a lesser extent with Brandon Hagel.
Yeah, and they beat the Rangers last year.
I
And
know.
it
It's not
worked
happening
out.
again
Don't
this
bring
year.
that up, Jack.
But with Tampa, I
We got
know.
lucky. We let them win.
Why would you do that? You're never going to have a better shot than you did last year, really.
We do this year because, like I said, we are going through
And the
that.
teams are better than you,
Yes,
so
we're gonna
moving
win.
on.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on.
We got Kane,
Hey,
Tarasenko,
stop
and Panarin all on the
disrespecting
same
Ian.
team.
Stop
they want the
disrespecting
hockey
Ian.
expert.
Ian
They want
doesn't
the
deserve
hockey
my
experts
respect
talk.
at all. I don't even like Ian. Ian's my least favorite person I've ever talked to.
You can't talk.
Well, he's your
you can't
superior
talk
today,
back to
so-
me. You're poor.
You keep talking back, yeah.
Yeah, you're poor, Mike.
Poor, your money was stolen, plus L, plus ratio. Ian.
You're lucky
Tampa-
that I didn't do anything worse than that.
Tampa. What are you doing?
Nobody knows.
Like, I understand you're still in your window, but I hope you recognize that when you fall off, you're going to fall off cataclysmically hard. They're
Look at the Blackhawks.
They're going to have no draft. They are going to be the Blackhawks.
It could arguably be worse.
Yeah, and the worst part is they're not even in traditional hockey markets. So
Yeah.
if their team just falls apart, which for the record, I don't think is going to happen for another few years at least.
Yeah.
But when it does, it's going to be bad. They better hope they have one more run in them because I don't understand this. I get they've already won cups, but this just makes zero sense to me for why they would go all in and mortgage the future when you've already run 2 Stanley Cups. One team, however, that is mortgaging their future, and I understand why, is the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
They're in a totally different situation. They haven't even won a playoff series in this window. It's now or never for them. They have to, screw the future. They have to go all in
Toronto
this
Maple
year.
Yeah, since we obviously talked about the O'Reilly trade, that 3-team trade, they got McCabe. They also got, Assassin and Luke Shen also for a 3rd-round pick. They're just acquiring so many different pieces right now and getting depth that they haven't had really for these past few cup runs. And now it's like you've got the best team possibly on paper in the NHL really right now. When you look at the roster and the names and the skill potential of everybody, the excuses are absolutely gone. Your GM on his last deal, I mean, and
Now or
like you
never.
just said, the Lightning make the worst trade of the deadline, for everybody, and now, basically put up or shut up.
What do you expect? It's the Lightning.
I agree.
Yeah.
A team that beat you
A
guys
team that-
last
the
year and has been the
most-
last 3
yeah.
Stanley Cup
You're a
finals.
joke.
They're our joke. I agree.
So
Yeah,
are the
they're-
Maple
Get back to me when you guys beat them, if you even make it that far.
We
Yeah.
will. I'm telling you, we will.
I guarantee it.
You guys let the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Eastern Conference own Henrik Lundqvist, the greatest modern goaltender of all time, and you're talking about other franchises wasting opportunities and making bad
So I'm not
trades.
worried about the Maple Leafs. They're a joke.
Yeah, they
pathetic.
have not won a playoff series, and I mean, Ian, I really ask you. I mean, well, do the Leafs? Is this the year that they're finally able to get over the hump? And if they do, I mean, where can they go? Because they can compete with the Hurricanes and Bruins. I think it's just if everything clicks together now.
They strike me as either they're going out in the first round again or they're going deep.
Yeah.
Because if they get over that hump, the sheer weight off of their shoulders could carry them all the way. They're a
Yeah.
team that can win the Stanley Cup right now. And they have been a cup contender for the last few years. And, you guys aren't scared of
well,
any,
this guy.
You aren't scared of the
Who is
Leafs. You
this
aren't
guy?
scared of the Hurricanes. You aren't scared of the Devils. But you know who you should be scared of today? And I was a little low on, I think I was a little too low on them last week. The Boston Bruins.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm so scared of them.
Now you need to be scared of them.
I'm scared
They
of-
put Taylor Hall on LTIR. It seems like a big loss. No big deal. Tyler Bertuzzi, they get him for a first-round pick as part of the package
1
from
p.m.
Detroit.
Saturday.
True. The Rangers do play the Bruins.
Wow, yeah, that's going to be the big tell. If you beat them in one game on Saturday.
Clearly,
you're
that
team,
indicates who the Cup favorite
Yes.
is. Oh,
Yeah, no, there's no indication whether the Rangers lose, they're still Cup favorites. Whether they win, they're still Cup favorites.
Yeah.
Nothing changes
If they
from
tie,
Saturday.
they're Cup favorites.
the
Exactly.
NHL just ties because they go into 14 shootout
And I mean,
rounds.
Bruins got Orlov, and he scored 2 goals in his first game. They get Bertuzzi now.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it's just magic for the Bruins right now. Every player they get is having a career year, and Omark and their goaltending duo. I mean, what's in the water in Boston?
They're
I
on
want
pace.
some of it.
I did the math last night because I was curious after their most recent win. They have I think like 825 point percentage or something like that. I did the math as to how many points they're on pace for. 135. The all-time NHL record, 132. They're on pace to break it right now. To be fair, there have been 360 win teams in NHL history, if I'm not mistaken. 1979 Canadiens, 1996 Red Wings, 2019 Lightning. Only one of those
Amazing
teams won
company.
the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
The 79 Canadiens. Can Boston not only break the record, but get that second cup in their window with Marchand and Bergeron, especially because this might be their last ride with guys like Bergeron and Krejci, because they're both, I
Yeah,
believe, on
they
expired
just gave their guy they just gave an extension out, and now
David
Pasternak. David Pasternak, and now they are getting Bertuzzi, who is big, but there's going to be a lot of expiring contracts, a lot of things going wayside. It seems like the Bruins, they just got buy-in for this last cup run, and then
It's worth
see
it.
what 100% with how everything has been going. I mean, but then you're going to have to go up against teams like the Rangers and Hurricanes and that are going to be, they're not relying as much on the hot streaks that the Bruins are. They're not relying on career years. That's kind of where it goes, and it's why
We saw the chart last
Yeah.
week on the show. The Hurricanes are a little more in that good range on the chart,
Yeah.
whereas Boston was a little closer to the pack, even though the stats don't necessarily say it. Well, we've heard everyone's opinion. I know last week I said Carolina's the favorite. I still stand by that. We know where you two are. Jack, what do you think?
I think I have
cares
to
what
go.
Jack
With,
Yeah, I'm with
I
him
think
on
I
that
have to
one.
go with the Hurricanes being my overall favorite. But again, I would say it's Hurricanes, and then the Leafs and Bruins are right under them. Where if things just go right, especially for the Leafs, it really you get hot and then you're going. Like I think that the Lightning, they got the magic where things will just go right whenever. But if
Can't
you
ever
look at,
count 'em out.
I just can't look at them right now and say they are going to be able to beat all of these teams in playoff series that they're going to have
Especially
to
look
go
at the
up
wear
against.
and tear
Yeah.
they've had. They've had 3 straight years of 4 rounds of playoffs.
Yeah.
And not just like 3 years in a row with that. Remember, COVID compressed everything.
Yeah.
The 2020 playoffs finished in September. 2021 finished in July. Last year's was a little later than normal. This is all compressed 3 years in a row. It's
All
going to
playoff
catch up to
series
them.
that the Rangers were sitting at home and watching.
For the most part, yeah, with the exception of last year. But I know we've been all talking about Eastern teams because it's all been Eastern Conference arms race. There's one team in the West, though, that has caught my eye with their recent moves, and it's the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah.
Big move to get Matthias Ekholm from Nashville for a decent trade package, including first-round pick Tyson Barrie. They just got Nick Bukestad in a deal.
Yeah.
And don't forget, Connor McDavid is... I have no words to describe him.
There's nothing really
This
to
is
describe him.
legitimately one of the best seasons anybody's ever had in the NHL.
Yeah, and when you ask him about it, he's just like, I'm playing hockey. It's
not bad.
I'm playing hockey, getting 50 goals and almost 30 points more than
right.
anybody else out there. I mean, to me, it's just Connor McDavid. At this point,
Still got Draisaitl having an amazing season
yes,
too.
yes. But as far as McDavid goes, I mean, I think at this point, if he stayed at this pace, he's surpassing Crosby as the best player since Gretzky. And now it's about if you build the team around him, you don't want him to, they've got Draisaitl, but
Apparently
the
just getting-
defense and goaltending is always going to be something that eats at them. And now it's just, can they be a complete team and get through that Western Conference? Because you get through the Western Conference,
almost
like
did
we
last
said, the gauntlet of the Eastern Conference could end up bringing out a weakened team that whoever ends up getting there, the Rangers, Leafs, Bruins, Hurricanes, whoever ends up getting there, and they're going to be possibly going through 3 rounds of absolute dogfight.
Yeah, and basically, regardless of, there's still time for more deals tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be, like you said, a dogfight all the way. Gearing up for my favorite time of the year, Stanley Cup playoffs pretty soon.
I'm sorry, I forgot
can't
Alexander Ovechkin played hockey, I guess, since he said the greatest since Gretzky, I guess.
Yeah,
doesn't know
Crosby's
the
better
meaning
than
of all-around player.
Ovechkin as a
That's
player.
not
I
even
don't.
true, but okay.
Why is the Rangers fan arguing for Ovechkin?
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah,
Apparently,
new one.
Ovechkin's not that great.
he's
He's way better than Crosby already.
Speaking of not that
way
great.
better.
Yes.
Speaking
How
of
do
not
you
that,
say that?
Speaking of not that great, I just want to make a point about another team. It's not that great.
He's my favorite player.
And that's the New York Knicks. To be completely honest with you, I think the New York Knicks are mid. They're mid.
Well, I was going to transition here from hockey and go over to New York Knicks.
No!
Okay.
This man just insulted my basketball team, and all he does is make me mad. I want him out of the show right now.
It's my
right this
life's
second.
mission.
Well, that's too bad.
I want him off the
Hey.
show right now.
You're smiling.
You and I
I
have been
don't know.
agreeing on a lot of things, but I gotta agree with Ian on this one. The Knicks are trash, man.
True.
Hey,
Stepping
I
out.
just saw.
You know
I
what?
just saw that.
No. I'm stepping out again. I'm
You're
out
stepping
again.
out.
stepping
You
out
have to
again.
do the basketball segment. Get back here.
No,
You're
insulted my
contractually
team again.
obligated.
No.
That's
Hey,
it.
no.
All right.
No.
Mike, you
No.
getting back
No.
here?
Mike, I was gonna talk about the Yankees.
What are you talking about the Yankees?
All right, Mike, you get unfiltered, however long you want here, to talk about how the Knicks are doing, how good they are. Jalen Brunson, he just won Player of the Month, so you get unfiltered. Ian's not talking right now. He's
want to
done.
turn around.
He's
I don't-
done.
I don't want him
all
looking.
right. You want me and Ian will switch seats.
No,
here.
I don't want him looking
No,
at me
that's
either.
okay. Well, he'll
I'll
look
turn
at
around.
Zach.
I'll
all
turn
right.
around.
You can talk now, Mike. It's a safe
Zach.
space. It's a safe space.
A lot of stuff about the Knicks, Josh Hart acquired him at the deadline. We haven't lost a single game with him. The Knicks, they're looking like one of the top teams in the league, even though they're fifth. But first in net rate, one of the top in net rating, top offensive teams, top defensive teams. Julius Randle is definitely an MVP candidate, and so is Jalen Brunson.
MVP?
Exactly.
MVP candidate?
Yes.
Hey, no, you know who's an MVP candidate? My man, Luka Doncic.
Great white hope
That's
for
who it is,
Zach.
baby.
Yeah. Nikola Jokic is just.
No, he's not.
There's no way.
doesn't do
The
anything.
Nuggets
Jalen
are going to
Brunson's the
finish on
greatest
top.
Knicks signing of all time. He's one of the greatest acquisitions I've
Not
seen.
saying much.
Turn
Yeah,
around,
well.
Ian. I want to look at you.
Who
or even
would
speak
even
to me.
compete with that? You traded for Carmelo Anthony. I don't know who you signed.
I like Jalen Brunson more than Carmelo Anthony.
Well,
I
yeah,
stick to
okay.
that.
All
I
right.
feel like we can make noises in players too. I feel like we can have a run like the 2021 Atlanta Hawks, where they went to the ECF against the Bucks.
Who calls it the
Yeah,
ECF?
who calls it
What are you
DCL?
Ian-
doing? What are we
No,
doing?
Ian.
All right. Just ignore him. He doesn't exist right now. Only you exist.
Yeah, so I feel like we're most likely going to play the Cavs if the season ends today. So we beat the Cavs, and then we're
Can you
against
beat the
either
Cavs?
the 76ers or the Celtics. We beat them, then we
think
beat
you
the
could
Bucks at DCF, and then we go to the finals and we beat Phoenix.
Do you think you could beat the Celtics and the Bucks?
Yes.
That's not happening. That's not happening.
You're not.
I'm not a
There's
basketball
no
expert,
way.
I know that's not
One key player stubs his
Ian,
toe
turn
and you're
around,
done.
Turn around. Turn around.
No, I will not.
No,
I will not
turn
give
around.
in.
I mean, I mean, the New York bias is showing through here.
I didn't know
completely.
some unbiased person here. Are you serious?
The Knicks, not with the Knicks, but they could maybe beat the Cavaliers. They could give a challenge to the
We're gonna
76ers
sweep them.
or the Bucks.
The
think they're gonna get
76ers,
swept. What do you
76ers
think?
Celtics will beat them in 5, and then Bucks will beat them in 6.
You cannot beat the
and then we're
Celtics in
sweeping
5.
the Suns.
You
Yes, we can.
The
You know,
Knicks
you wanna
cannot
put
beat
money
the
on that?
It was
Celtics
a
in
fraud.
5.
Just-
Your whole
who's
team
better
are made
than
of
Jason
frauds.
Tatum?
Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson.
Yeah,
You know, I am sick and tired of what's coming out of your mouth right now. It's all
I'm sick and
trash.
tired
True,
of
I'm,
it right
not,
now.
I'm going to beat him up. I'm going to fight him.
I'm gonna beat you up.
You know what? You know what?
All right,
Come on, get me. Come on,
right now.
come on.
Stay back.
Come on.
Stay back.
Come on.
Take a seat.
Come on.
Take a seat. All right. Recollect.
Two
Time
against
out.
one, Mike. 2 against 1.
Against one. Zach, do you want to talk about the spring training?
Just real
MLB?
quick,
Okay.
mention, because unfortunately we're running out of time here. But yes, the New York Yankees, guys, They are having a really good spring training. I like what I'm
Yes,
seeing
that's what
from.
matters. That's what people are caring about right now in
Yes,
sports.
I like what I'm seeing from Anthony Volpe. He's having himself a heck of a spring. Jason Dominguez, he hit a bomb. The starters are doing great. I'm just excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just excited.
He's no Vlad Guerrero.
I'm excited.
I'm just excited for baseball season
Yeah.
again.
I saw Juan Soto is hitting 800 since they banned the shift in spring training. I'm really
Yes,
excited for
great.
how that's going to affect the game.
I
Not
like the
somebody
shift.
who's really who really would necessarily have banned the shift, but I really am excited for how that's going to turn out in the pitching clock and the bigger bases. It's going to be exciting.
It is.
The Yankees, they just
Finally
have to hope, I
modernized.
guess, that the Astros fall off or something.
Yeah.
But
Good luck with that.
yeah, good luck with that.
They are falling off.
They're
Oh,
falling
Yankees.
off.
It's the
Yeah.
Jays year.
Come on, Yankees.
Yeah, good luck.
that
with- yeah,
last
you
year.
said the last year would be a movie and it ended up being a horror.
You guys are
so,
Jays fan. What are we doing?
yeah.
Let's not talk about the wild
Third.
card
They're
series.
gonna finish fourth in the division this year, by the way.
Fourth?
Fourth?
You had the Red Sox in playoffs. Both of you did. So really, I don't want to hear any of your baseball opinions. And really, I don't want to hear anybody's opinions anymore. I'm sick and tired of this show. I've got to end it right here because my goodness, the terrible Knicks takes. You don't know anything about either of the sports that we talked about today, and I threw you a bone, and you were just talking about the Yankees. Ian, you're the best here, really.
No.
Ian's the best here.
Unfinished business. You want more?
Yeah,
you want more?
actually.
You want
Yeah,
more?
I do
You want more?
I do actually.
Cut the feed! Cut the feed! Cut the feed!
See you
That's
next
how
week
the-
on Talent TV.
That part's probably getting cut out, isn't it?